Here's the thing. Here is the thing. Your life is yours to live. Your life is yours to live. And unpopular opinion, the world does revolve around you. Not the world in general, but your world revolves around you. Therefore, you need to make sure that your world is something that you enjoy being a part of, something that you enjoy living in. So I've been working on my workbook that I'm going to be putting out here soon. It's still in process of making it, but while I was working on it, I was thinking, I was like, you have to realize that you are the embodiment of yourself. Your soul embodied this body, if that makes sense. And so once you can really settle into your body, you can notice that life is like playing a first person video game. I'm not a big video game person, but when I was younger, I used to play first person games where it's you picked what the character was doing. Think about Bandersnatch. If you on Netflix, there's a movie, an interactive movie called Bandersnatch, and you get to choose what the main character does. But you get to do that in your life. You have free will to make the choice. If you think of life as a first person video game, you have to choose what you want to do. And if you think about it as video game, there are levels that you haven't unlocked right now, and there's levels that that you've already passed, lessons that you already passed, lessons to come, and the lesson that you're in right now. And oh my gosh, I could talk about this for days, but what I'm trying to say is that you can either go back and replay old levels that you've already passed, or you can progress through the game, through the journey, and get to where you're going, I don't know. I've been working on this ebook, and this is everything that's coming up while I'm preparing, because it's all about integrating what happened in the past, what's going to happen in the future, right now in this moment. If we stick with this analogy of the video game, we know that there are things from past levels, past lessons that are going to make us or prepare us for the lessons that we're in right now, the level that we're in right now. And everything that we are working towards is going to help us in future lessons. Now, some of those things we'll have to learn something new, or we might have to let go of something else to progress. As you go through a game, you get new clothes, I'm thinking of one of those adventure games where you have your character, and as you progress to the game, you want better weapons, you want better clothes, depending on your environment. So you have to know how to adapt to the level and the lessons that you're in. Does that make sense? Let me know in this box. Does it make sense? How is this hitting for you? Because oh my gosh, if you think about life that way, you'll know how to embrace change and know that this is all for the good of you. It's all for the greater good of your life and the greater good of everyone else in your community. It's all a part of the process. So I'm working on this ebook, and in March, I'm going to be opening up 3 one-on-one coaching containers. It'll be weekly calls for 3 months. If you're interested, shoot me a DM. But as I'm working on this ebook, and as I'm getting more and more clear, as I'm getting more and more, as I'm preparing this workbook, you guys will be seeing more and more of what's in it. So it's all about the integration of the past, the present, and the future. And this first person video game analogy came to me one night, and I was like, that makes so much sense, because I was working on where have you been, where are you right now, and where do you want to go? Where do you want to go? As the designer of the game that you're playing, You're the designer and the main character in the game, if that makes sense. You're designing your life. What do you want the purpose of this whole game to be? And now, as the main character in this game, how do you want to embody it? How do you want to do this? Okay, I'm gonna stop. And yeah, I just wanted to share that little nugget with you all.